Now that we've reached first base, our base runner is going to want to do a couple of things. Matt, here our base runner, is going to make sure that he looks to his third base coach to find out what's going on. He also wants to communicate in a way that his third base coach understands that he's paying attention. The way we're going to do this is he's going to hold his hand up and show the outs to the coach. Go ahead and raise your hand. Now his coach knows that he's paying attention. The next thing, he's going to look for the sign. Whether we're going to sack bunt, we're going to hit and run, we're going to steal a bait. We want to make sure that we have the information we need so we can execute the play. Now we're going to take our lead. Now that Matt has his sign, we're going to talk about taking a lead versus a right-handed pitcher in a non-steal situation. What we're going to do is we're going to start by taking 3 steps, eyes remaining on the pitcher, remaining athletic the entire time, and getting out to a good distance where we can establish what we call our primary lead. So Matt here is going to go ahead and demonstrate that. Now he's taking his 3 steps. Now he's in an athletic position, bend, good balance. And now the next thing he's going to do is, now that the pitcher is on the rubber, now the pitcher is going to come set and he's going to take a half step. Again, he's balanced, his hands are out in front, he's athletic. Want to be able to go either direction here, okay? Now, once the pitcher delivers the baseball to home plate, he's going to take 2 shuffles and then read the ball in the hitting area. So go ahead and demonstrate that. 2 shuffles. Now his belly is always to the catcher's area. He's going to see whether the ball is received or it's going to be put in play. Once he recognizes that the ball is not put in play, he's going to sprint back to the base. So go ahead and sprint back. You notice his eyes remained on the catcher, eliminating a back pick or a throw from the catcher in a pickoff situation. And that's what we call a lead versus a right-handed pitcher from first base. Okay, now we're going to talk about stealing a base versus a right-handed pitcher. Okay, Matt has already gotten to his primary lead. He's taken his approximately 3.5 steps. The pitcher is on the rubber. He has now come set. The next thing we're going to look for is an indication that he's going to deliver the baseball to home plate. Okay, what we'll look for is, versus a right-handed pitcher, as I mentioned before, we're going to look for him to lift his left leg off the ground, and that now tells us that he's going to throw the baseball to home plate. Okay, once he does that, we're going to pivot on our right foot and we're going to turn our shoulders and explode towards second base, trying to get to top speed as quickly as possible. Okay, so once again, we're at our primary. The pitcher has come set. Now we're going to look for that movement, and then we're going to go through everything I just described. So go ahead. And that's how to steal versus a right-handed pitcher. Now we're going to talk about leads versus a left-handed pitcher in a non-stealing situation. As we mentioned with the right-handed pitcher, we're going to take our 3-step lead. Go ahead and take your lead. Okay, once he's established, he's in his balanced position, athletic, eyes always on the pitcher. With a left-handed pitcher and he's facing you, he can do 2 things. One of 2, excuse me. He can pick to first or he can pitch to home plate. Now, because it's a left-handed pitcher, he's facing our base runner. Okay, our base runner has to wait and see if the pitcher is going to deliver the ball to home plate or pick to first. So when our left-handed pitcher comes set and then lifts his leg to get to his balance point, then our base runner has to lean back towards first. Okay, so once he gets to his balance point, our base runner Matt's going to lean. Now what that does is that allows us, if the pitcher decides to pick to first base, we can run back to the base. Go ahead and run back to the base. Okay, again, eyes always on the pitcher. All right, go back to your lead, please. Once again, we've gotten to our lead. Now, He lifts his foot. Now, when we see the left-handed pitcher throw the ball to home plate, that's when we go into our secondary. Our shuffle, shuffle, belly to home plate. Go ahead. Now he's belly to home plate, eyes on the plate, hitting area, sprints back to first base. Once again, to eliminate a back pick. That's a lead versus a left-handed pitcher in a non-steal situation.